Let's dive into the latest updates on the escalating conflict in the Middle East. Israeli airstrikes have ramped up in Beirut, leading to numerous casualties, including civilians. A tragic event unfolded when a school in Gaza was hit, resulting in a significant loss of life. These actions have drawn international condemnation. The United States in particular has urged Israel to prioritize civilian safety. In response, Israel has deployed a substantial military force into southern Lebanon, signaling a potential escalation of ground operations against Hezbollah. While the exact number of troops remains undisclosed, experts estimate that thousands of Israeli soldiers are now operating within Lebanon. This deployment marks a critical development in the conflict, raising fears of a broader confrontation between Israel and Hezbollah. Southern Lebanon is especially volatile, with intense fighting and civilian displacement being reported. Israeli forces have established a presence in various Lebanese towns, suggesting a shift towards a more prolonged and intense phase of the conflict. Now let's talk about the international response and analysis. The United Nations has condemned the violence and called for a ceasefire. International organizations are deeply concerned about the humanitarian situation in Gaza, where hospitals are struggling to cope with the influx of casualties. The US has called for restraint, urging all parties to protect civilians. Indonesia has strongly condemned the Israeli attacks that injured its peacekeepers stationed in Lebanon. This incident has underscored the risks faced by UN personnel operating in conflict zones. Meanwhile, Iran has pledged its support for Hezbollah, raising concerns about a potential wider regional conflict. Analysts are closely watching the situation, trying to decipher the strategic objectives of both sides. Some experts believe Israel's ground incursion into Lebanon aims to degrade Hezbollah's military capabilities and deter future attacks. Others warn that this escalation could lead to a protracted and bloody conflict with unpredictable consequences for the entire region. So what does this mean moving forward? The risk of further civilian casualties and regional instability remains high. The international community continues to grapple with how to de-escalate the situation and prevent further bloodshed. Stay tuned for more updates and